Edgar, as much as I would like to believe you, I have a few concerns that require clarification.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother, a symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and were linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Yes, your death is imminent, Dr. Swansea. But I swear, it will be quick.
I already told you to call me Edgar. Am I no longer your friend?
I believe you never have been, sir. You have lied to me at every step and betrayed the trust of a woman I cherish.
You and the lady? Really? Why, I should have seen it coming, I suppose. May I add that I welcome this? The biting, I mean.
You have your wish.
Is it going to hurt? I always wondered if you...
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
It's on to us! Watch out! best turn around if I were you. Go back home. Leech spotted. Watch out, boys. Stay alive. Boys here. Christ, he's dead.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
He was mortally wounded. I put an end to his misery.
That is terrible, Jonathan. And yet you did what you must. The poor man.
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth! It's locked.
C'est Monsieur Gwen.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Tiens, niveau la caméra, par contre, c'est pas ça.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Women of all countries unite!
Sir, you are not welcome here.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave,
Gotcha!
I'll have to improvise.
Bro.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Women of all countries unite! Women's right to vote is only the first step. Men and women.
I understand exactly what that means. come closer. Steady, boys. Get them weapons ready! Die, vermin!
Bon, chercher un verre à boire, moi. Salut, Capitaine. Salut, Capitaine. Attends. Je reviens, je vais me chercher un verre à boire, je reviens. Je reviens. Bon, alors. Mais voilà.
See them fancy clothes?
Killing all you deserve.
We have to stop it!
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Step away, sir.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Salut Damien, oh, salut Damien.
Yes, bébé.
Salut Damien.
Back. Easier. Alors?
Bah j'y arrive, hein, tout doucement, mais j'y arrive. Là, je viens de trouver une dague.
Doucement.
Je viens de trouver une dague de sang, donc c'est que quand je tape les mecs, j'ai du sang. Donc ça va plus vite.
Ah, ah. C'est bien, c'est bien. It's good. Only good. Oh.
Par contre, tu vois, le petit bémol qu'il y a sur le jeu, tu vois, c'est au niveau de la caméra. La caméra, elle est vraiment pas évidente à... Parce que la caméra, elle suit pas elle suit pas elle suit pas quand tu tapes les... elle suit... Enfin, elle est pas derrière toi quand tu tapes les mecs. Alors, t'es obligé de toi de...
Then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
Did you hear me?
Trouver le mec même.
Over there! Get face for this! Piece of shit!
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easy.
Ça te dirait pas après un petit Fortnite
I am here
ou
because I
Apex?
need you.
Really?
Non, je vais le finir.
Aventure.
Speak up,
Là.
man.
I need the blood
tient
of
rien.
the king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain that you possess it. And
Je vais le finir.
God's most sacred and precious relic.
Ah, j'arrive pas à le finir.
Why would you?
C'est lui qui a joué
You
gamer.
found Marshall's
Ouais.
memoirs.
Salut,
We should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCollum.
It is within me to
Là, tu
take
vois, je
no
pense
war
que...
for
Vu qu'il parle de vaccin, je pense que c'est parce qu'il a faim.
But I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I have found the carrier, McCollum. the infection's source. It may be science or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor. My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. And farewell, McCullough.
Unbelievable as it is, I wish you good luck, Reed.
Niveau 27, hein.
Mais là, je pense que c'est fini. Je pense que c'est. Je pense que là, c'est fini. Ouais. Bah, il parle d'antidote.
Reviens un refuge.
Il parle d'antidote. Et vu que depuis le début, le principe du jeu, c'est de sauver de l'antidote, de la je pense. Après, je peux me tromper, mais à mon avis, je pense pas. Je peux me tromper, mais à mon avis, je pense pas. Et t'oublieras pas ce soir d'avancer ta montagne.
Ouais. Ça va faire bizarre, mais...
Ce qui fera bizarre, c'est de plus le faire l'année prochaine. Là, ça fera bizarre. Ce qui fera bizarre, c'est de plus le faire l'année prochaine.
Du coup, il va faire nuit vers 20h, quoi. Enfin...
Ouais, approximatif, ouais.
21h, je dirais.
Oh, on s'y fera. On s'y fera, de toute façon. Attends, je vais me parler de là. Parce que le jeu là on croyait pas comme ça, mais il fait. Parce que le jeu comme ça on croyait pas, mais il fait quand même 40 gigas je crois sur le... Ou 20 gigas, non 40 gigas je crois il fait. Il fait 40 gigas.
Ah, je savais pas ça. Ah ouais,
il fait 40 gigas le jeu, hein, faut pas. Pour ça que s'il faisait que 5 ou 10 gigas au pire bon. Non, il fait. Il en fait 40. Hein.
Ouais, là.
40 gigas. Ouais, c'est comme Redemption, c'est comme Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption, je me suis dit, bah, j'allais finir. Le jeu, il fait 80, il faisait 85 gigas.
Ouais,
85 gigas, 85 gigas, si tu peux le finir rapidement, le jeu, j'ai fini rapidement, quoi.
Ah, tu l'as fini, ouais?
Ah ouais, je l'ai fini, ouais. J'ai mis le temps, mais je l'ai fini. Redemption, enfin, Red Dead Redemption 2, bah, tu y as joué, donc tu connais. Tu y as joué, toi, donc tu connais.
Bah, je suis au début, moi.
Au début. Bah, Red Dead Redemption 2, sans raconter l'histoire, Red Dead Redemption 2, bah, moi, je l'ai fini en une semaine. En une semaine, c'est fini. Oui, pour ça que quand un jeu fait prendre la place, là c'est comme l'autre là que j'ai téléchargé le truc de, comment ça s'appelle là, le truc que j'avais expliqué là, de Walking Dead là, il fait que 6 Go, donc 6 Go, bon, 6 Go c'est pas, hein, quoi. 6 Go je peux largement attendre avant de jouer, je vais pas me précipiter. Hein. Je peux largement attendre avant de jouer.
Oui.
Mais des jeux qui font mais des jeux qui font 40 Go, bah je dirais pas que tu te dépêches pour le finir, mais bon. Bon, alors. Elle est où cette... Putain. Putain, elle est où cette...
Je vais aller récolter un peu. Peut-être que...
Ah mais... Putain...
Allez, je me fais un Apex.
Mais je peux pas aller là-haut, moi.
Ça me dit rien.
Hein?
Toi, Apex, toi aussi, ça te dit rien.
Bah, c'est pas que ça me dit rien, c'est que moi je vais finir le jeu. Après, on verra, mais pour l'instant...
Ouais, je joue pas trop, quoi.
C'est vrai que j'y joue... C'est vrai que j'y joue pas des masses. C'est vrai que comparé à d'autres jeux que j'y joue plus, c'est vrai qu'Apex j'y joue. C'est vrai qu'à ce niveau-là, j'y joue pas beaucoup. C'est vrai. Bon, bah moi ça me dit toujours pas comment je fais pour aller à ma planque, moi.
J'ai décidé de me faire un Star Wars.
Ouais, mais là-haut ça prend pas les... Mais là on peut même pas ouvrir.
Un petit Star Wars, messieurs, mesdames. Alors.
Mais je peux pas aller là-haut, moi. Et merde.
Ah tiens, il y a un nouveau mode. Alors les forces. C'est de la merde ce mode. Pas terrible.
Mais non, mais moi ce que je veux c'est trouver un... C'est même pas la peine. Ah oui, mais là c'est...
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Oui, mais là-haut c'est pas la peine.
Ah merde. Je me suis scratché la tronche.
Voilà, c'est... Grimper là-haut.
It's locked.
Putain, on peut pas grimper là-haut. Ah si. Ah. Quand même.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Bon, devrait être...
C'est la guerre, là. Tu trouvais l'antidote?
Ouais.
Ah. Oh non. C'est plutôt Coca ou Pepsi, toi, Hervé?
Coca. J'aime pas le Pepsi. J'aime pas
Ah
Pepsi.
ouais?
Non. J'aime pas.
Un peu plus...
Je sais pas, j'aime pas le...
d'amertume.
Je sais pas, j'aime pas le Pepsi, moi. J'aime pas, j'ai jamais été Pepsi, moi. J'ai jamais été Pepsi. C'est comme Canada Dry, pendant un moment, chez ma grand-mère, quand j'y allais en vacances, je buvais toujours du Canada Dry. J'aime bien Canada
J'ai
Dry.
goûté ça.
Canada Dry, le problème c'est qu'ils en faisaient à une époque du Canada Dry, mais maintenant ils en font plus. Et avant ils en faisaient, avant c'était bon. C'était bon. Dommage parce qu'ils en... Dommage parce qu'ils en font plus. C'est con.
Faut que je prenne pour goûter.
Oh c'est pas mauvais, hein, c'est... Moi j'aime bien le Canada Dry. J'aime bien. Bon, certains vont te dire que... Canada Dry c'est comme le Coca, faut pas machin. Moi j'aime bien le Canada Dry. Ma grand-mère elle m'en prenait tous les... Elle m'en prenait des 2 litres. Mais c'est pareil pour le Coca, je sais pas si... Pareil pour le Coca, à l'intérieur ils en vendent plus des... Ils en vendent plus des Coca, enfin ils en vendent pas. Enfin moi, à l'intérieur j'en vois plus du moins. Tu sais, des Coca en 2 litres. Ils en vendent plus.
Je veux bouteille normalement, Canada Dry.
Non mais... Non mais je te parle des bouteilles,
Faut que je
des
regarde.
bouteilles de... Je te parle des bouteilles de 2 litres moi.
De Coca?
Oui, les bouteilles de litres en Coca, moi je suis allé à Inter, je suis allé à Inter, bah quand je vais à Inter, quand je me prends
ouais.
des machins, ils en vendent plus, ils en vendent plus
Ouais.
ils en
T'as
vendent.
raison, je crois que c'est 1,75.
Oui, un 75, ils en font plus des 2 litres. Avant, avant ils en faisaient, maintenant ils en font plus, maintenant des... Je sais pas pourquoi,
Ah ouais, j'ai même pas fait gaffe. Lol.
je sais pas pourquoi.
Bien vu, fais attention. Puis ça dure depuis un bon moment, ouais, c'est vrai que ça, j'en ai pas d'idée.
Ouais, mais ça fait depuis un moment qu'ils en...
Longtemps, hein.
Mais une année c'est pareil, ils étaient restés un moment sans pas de... Ils étaient restés un moment sans en vendre du Coca. Et sans mettre des bouteilles de 2 litres. Puis un jour comme ça c'est revenu.
Ouais.
Ah pourquoi? Puis un jour c'est revenu comme ça. Mystère.
Bizarre.
I can't continue like this.
C'est les mettre porte du verrier. Je crois que c'est les mettre porte du verrier. Je suis attends, les portes du verrier, j'en ai marre. J'en ai marre des portes du verrier. Peu, 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 peu.
Oula.
No civilians allowed, sir.
Je suis en train de jouer à un mode de jeu dans Star Wars avec les vaisseaux là, mais pratiquement plus personne. Et pourtant le jeu il est dans EA Access Hub là. Mais, m'étonne pas. On sait où se trouvent ces gens-là. Oh, il était bien ce mode. Ah, ça arrive. Let's go, c'est parti.
and here. It's locked, all right.
Oh putain, le repère. J'ai encore me prendre la tête à trouver le repère.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Putain, mais pourquoi il n'y a pas une porte là? Putain, il se recule.
Ah merde.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Attends, je vais ouvrir le rideau, je reviens. Bon, mais voilà. Et toi.
This place has been ransacked. They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one. No, not their style. Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed on this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern scientific answer.
Ça, c'est un carnage.
Mystical threat.
Oula.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made. Only
Yes.
you can save
Deuxième.
this land.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger.
Ah tiens, t'as vu tout à l'heure sur Mixer, l'autre là, il a mis qu'il faisait un concours le 6 avril pour 20 €. Je sais pas si c'est ça tout à l'heure.
Ouais.
I'm here to stop
On verra.
She is the original carrier. The well from which
Le 6 avril qu'il a marqué.
flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an
Puis non, je croyais que je devais être banni de Twitch à 14h. Mais je suis encore là.
Bizarre ça.
C'est ce qu'il a dit hier pourtant.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a...
Ouais, j'ai reçu un truc, vous allez être banni demain à 2h. Ah bon?
is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad start, for they reappear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the queen of blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
Ouais, je me suis remis sur le jeu de ferme.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
Mais non, merde.
Tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Oula. Eh merde.
Nobody ever had.
Oh là là, mais non.
They took my daughter.
Oh putain.
They took my daughter from me.
Oula, 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 oula. Oula, qu'est-ce que c'est? Oula. Là, à mon avis, si c'est pas la fin, je connais. Là, si c'est pas la fin, je m'y connais pas.
This is my body.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskull territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskulls.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what's happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient, malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long. Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Là, lui.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
C'est Palpatine, c'est King Drazian.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is as wise as it is ancient. You have nothing to fear from it.
I am not afraid.
Do you truly think they are merely scholars poring over dusty books? The stole of St. Paul wielded faith sufficient to cast a dragon into the abyss.
That is just a legend.
Am I not a legend? Are you not about to become one yourself?
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Eh ben putain.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawn of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are. Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil.
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
I cannot enter. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in. It's locked. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. It's locked, all right. Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to walk. This castle is falling apart. That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently. This painting looks suspicious. I cannot enter. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for. It's locked, all right.
Et je plante du kiwi.
Je suis en train de devoir trouver une épée et un... Une épée et un... Et une... Comment dire? Et une lune.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch, and... here's another switch. I should keep looking. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch, and... voila.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. No. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it?
Salut le tonton flingueur. Salut.
He is a friend.
Salut.
Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Salut Vincent.
Caution, Elizabeth.
Oh, c'est pas un RPG, non? Pas du tout.
I know, Father.
C'est pas du tout un RPG, Vincent. Pas du tout.
What took you so long, Jonathan?
Il est facile, enfin... Moi, je dirais difficile.
Really? Him?
Yes.
Moi je joue en facile donc je vais pas te dire que. Mais bon, par moment il est pas évident quand même. Quand t'as pas les bonnes armes. Mais c'est pas du tout un RPG. Hein. C'est pas du tout un RPG.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
The city has suffered, but it will prevail in the end.
A more cynical analysis would be that this is an acceptable catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation, and the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your...
Ouais, ça
After
avance.
he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long.
Je joue pas beaucoup aussi.
The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Eh bah putain.
How did you meet William Marshall?
Ah, il faut aimer lire sur le jeu, hein, putain. C'est pour ça que c'est dommage qu'ils l'ont pas fait en français. Il l'aurait fait en français, ça aurait été mieux.
Ah, c'est comme ça, vampire.
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes? So, William. My God. You really are
Nickel, nickel.
William Marshall.
J'ai fini mon petit
Richard
tour.
Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it?
A plus.
Blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long. Blood would down if you released it.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen.
Le tonton flingueur.
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the red song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes.
Et donc, avec tout ce que j'ai planté, de quoi récolter. Je vais être dans la merde.
I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
Ah oui.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny.
Ah, c'est...
After she left to see the
Ça
world,
parle,
I
les
rebuilt
pitouilles.
her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Je vois ça, t'as une cinématique.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss.
Donc on va avancer d'une heure alors.
I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there, listening to the bell above.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. Blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Murden.
Chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic, I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad? Who would take care of us? Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay.
Voilà, voir mon petit bébé. Bon.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you.
Ah, ça va être la fin. Hein. J'espère parce que.
On dirait. Hein.
Ouais, j'arrive. J'espère que c'est la fin. Oui. J'espère que c'est la fin. Parce que, oh, c'est gentil, mais.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path ye must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion, bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Oh, dis-moi que c'est fini. Dis-moi que c'est fini. Ah, c'est fini quand même. Ah, fini un jeu. Ouf, c'est fini. Bon, allez. Bon allez, moi j'ai mangé. Hop. Hey, tac. Après manger, ça te dit un petit Apex?
Ouais, c'est fini. Bah ouais, carrément, Hervé.
Ah non, c'est ah non, pas 40.
Diffusion, si
ah non, pas 40 gigas, 20 gigas qui fait. Pas 40, 20. Mais bon.
Ouais. C'est bien. Bravo.
Hop là. Bon allez, moi j'ai mangé. En co-diffusion, ouais, on va essayer, je sais pas si ça va marcher.
Tu viens?
Oui, j'arrive, j'en sais un. Attends, regarde. Allez, hop, allez, moi j'arrête là. Hop, allez.
Ouais.
T'es dans le noir, Achille.